We are going to be looking at a question under probability but of special cases, and I have a very good question here. Now just go through the question and read carefully. The question states that the probabilities that Aaron, Bill, and Johnson will pass a math test are 0.4, 0.5, and 0.25. Find the probability that we have Roman figure 1, all of them will pass the test. Roman figure 2, none of them will pass the test. Roman figure 3, only Johnson will pass the test. Roman figure 4, exactly one of them will pass the test. 5, exactly two of them will pass the test. Then the last one is at least one of them will pass the test. Okay, so we'll move straight to solution to see how we can actually be able to solve this question. So we have our solution as this. Then the first question, or the first thing that we need to do, we have to write the probabilities of these three people. So the first, we have the probability that, let's check the name. Okay, the name is Aaron. So permit me to write PA like this, meaning probability of Aaron passing is, according to the question, is 0.4. So we have 0.4. Then probability of the next person, which is Bill, passing is 0.5. Then we have probability of Johnson, which is the last person, is 0.25. Okay, very important. Now, if you really don't want to work with decimals, you can actually work with fraction. Now, this in fraction, this is going to be, I think it's going to be 2/5. Then this is going to be 1/2, and this is going to be 1/4. So we have it. Now, these are the probabilities of these particular people passing. So I can just write passing on top so that it will show me that they are actually passing. Now, failing or not passing, which means the same thing, will be this. It's going to be 1 minus probability of passing, okay, which of course will now be 1 minus 5 over, sorry, not 5 over, okay, 1 minus 2/5, and the answer is 3/5. Then the second one is 1 minus probability of Bill passing, which is 1 minus 1/2, which is still 1/2. Then we have the last one, which is going to be 1 minus J, okay, passing, which is 1 minus 1/4, which is 3/4. So very important, we've gotten this. Now we move ahead to actually work out the questions. Now, the first one is this. All of them passing, probability of all of them passing. Now, if all of them are to pass, it means Aaron will pass, it means Bill will pass, and it means J will pass. Now, if you check it, to work it out is going to be 2/5 times 1/2, then times 1/4. Now we are going to have our answers as these two will go with these two, so we have 1/20. That is our answer. So we've answered the first one. Then let's go to Roman figure 2. Roman figure 2 says none of them will pass. Good. So it therefore means A will not pass. Let me put prime to show that it is not passing. Then B wouldn't pass. Yes. Then J wouldn't pass. Okay. So this prime shows that they are not actually passing. So A not passing is 3/5 times B not passing is 1/2. Then times J not passing is 3/4. Now, if you check it out, we are going to have 9 over, okay, we have 20 times 2, 9/40. So this is a probability that none of them will pass. Then let's move ahead to go to the third question. The third question says only Johnson will pass the test. Only Johnson will pass the test. Now, in this question, we have to be very careful because it is actually a very direct question. Only Johnson will pass. So it therefore means that Johnson will pass, but Bill will fail, and Aaron will fail. That is the meaning. okay, only Johnson will pass. So therefore, Johnson passing, let's go to Johnson passing. Can you see Johnson passing is 1 over 4? So we have 1 over 4 times Bill failing. Bill failing is 1 over 2. Then times A failing, which is 3 over 5. So we have 3 over 5. Now, looking at this, nothing cancels out, so we can just round it up to be 3 all over 40. So we are done. We are good with that. Okay. The question is actually very cheap and easy, so we can actually be getting it easily like that. Then the last, the fourth one says exactly one of them will pass. Now this is where you just have to do a little bit of work. Exactly one of them will pass. Now, exactly one of them will pass means that A can actually pass, but B will fail and J will fail, or A himself will fail, but B will pass, then J will fail, or A will actually fail, B will actually fail, then J will actually pass. Okay, remember all this ABG that I'm talking about is abbreviations for the names Aaron, Bill, and Johnson. So take note of that. Now, A passing, as we recorded, is 2 over 5. Then times Bill failing is 1 over 2. Times Johnson failing is 3 over 4. Let me be sure. Okay, 3 over 4. So we have 3 over 4. So we are done with this. Good. Then plus, now A failing is 3 over 5 times B passing 1 over 2 times J failing is 3 over 4. Which does not change. Then plus, of course, you remember the multiplication law and the addition law when it comes to probability. When it is multiplication, is that is and, you multiply. Then when it is or, you add. So that is exactly what I'm doing here. Then A failing is going to be 3 over 5, then times 1 over 2, then times 1 over 4. So we have it this way. Now, if you have something like this, do not be in a haste to like you actually want to cancel out. Just since they have the same denominator, just do it the way I'm going to do it. This is going to be 6 all over 40, then plus the next one will be 9 over 40. Good. Then plus the next one will be 3 over 40. So you can see that the LCMs are the same. So we have 40. Then it's going to be 18. Okay. Which is going to be 9 over 20. So we are done. Okay, that is the answer to that. Then let's go to the fifth one. The fifth one says exactly 2 of them will pass the test. Now, this means that A can pass, B can pass, but J will fail, or A will pass, B will fail, but J will still pass. Okay, or A will fail, but B will pass and J will pass. These are the only possibilities. Very simple. So we remember this. A passing, this is 2 all over 5 times 1 over 2, then times 3 over 4. All right, then plus the we are going to have 2 over 5 times 1 over 2 times this passing is 1 over 4. Good. All right, then plus A failing, this is 3 over 5 times 1 over 2, then times 1 over 4. Okay, this is what we have. Very important and simple. The same thing we are going to do here. So this is going to be 6 all over 40. Then plus we are going to have 2 all over 40. Then plus we are going to have 3 all over 40. Good. So this is going to be 11 over 40. So we are good to go. So we've answered this. Then let's go to the last thing. The last thing says at least one of them will pass the test. Now, this is a very good question. It can be lengthy, but there's a short way of doing it, which I'm going to show you now. If I say at least one of them will pass, this is going to be calculated by saying 1 minus all of them failing. It's as simple as that. Okay. So we are going to have 1 minus all of them failing. I think we've calculated it. I think that is the second thing. Okay, that is 9 over 40. Look at it here. So we come we are going to have 9 over 40. If you subtract this, you are going to get 31 over 40. So that is the probability of at least one of them will pass. It is a very simple question, and I want to believe if you go over it multiple times, you actually understand what happened here. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.